that profile. There we are. Let's just double check that everything looks good on Twitch. Show player. Hide, okay. All right, I think we're good. So I played a bit of this colony yesterday. I got to cycle 15. This is much better than the first attempt, but it's still not quite right. There's a lot I still need to learn, but this is progressing really well, and I'm excited to see what happens with this colony. So let's just go ahead and click resume game. All right, let's see what we have here. We've got a bunch of skill points. Let's ignore that for now. Let's just take a look and see what's happening. So yesterday, there was a lot left undone. It looks like the big issue right now is power. So we're going to want to make sure that our coal generation is happening and that everything is connected. Let's just take a look where we stand with that. Okay, so it looks like we do have electricity to everything, except for this pump here. Let's go ahead and wire that up. Oh, I'm missing resources. We can deconstruct this, and then we'll have to run wire down here. I think we need to prioritize getting the coal up and going immediately. Let's go ahead and put that as a 9 and that as a 9. We have some debris that needs to be cleaned up. It looks like all the plants are on the same cycle, which is interesting. I don't think we're going to do anything with this fertilizer anytime in the near future. I have just left it in this area to remind myself that I need to build something for it. I think ultimately we'll build it over in this area because it needs to consume the wastewater, which I think is actually going to go into this zone. Speaking of that zone, this is all highly unbreathable, and it is hydrogen and chlorine gas, which sounds like a pretty bad mixture of gases to be breathing in. We do have this pool of water over here that is pretty interesting. We also have all of this area that I'm really interested in exploring. I don't know if getting up into this area and looking at these items allows me to make these items, or if that just is unlocked via normal research. The other thing I really need to worry about now is, what was it? I mean, obviously we need to get this all wired up. But I feel like I had one other big issue item at this point. Oh, it's this. So we currently are just running off of like a single small battery and then a jumbo battery. We really want to start moving towards the smart battery, but we have no automation wire. I can't remember if that's something that we had unlocked or not. Yes, so we do have automation wire. It connects buildings to sensors. So my thinking is that I can't just connect this to the power source, and I need some sort of intermediary. So I don't know if that's a motion sensor or if I need something aside from that. All right, so I guess the first thing we want to do here, now that those have been prioritized, let's look at our skills. So we have 3 skill points unlocked here. We've got Ashcan. He's been our research guy. Let's turn the volume up here a little bit. Maybe that'll be a little better. So we probably just want to continue the path towards further research at this point. We can give him the advanced research cap. Lyra is an operator, an engineer. She's also good at cooking. I don't really have any cooking going on right now, but I would really like to move in that direction at some point. I think for now, though, we do electrical engineering, since our power is a major concern. So we'll do improved tinkering as her hat. And then looking at Steve. Steve, it might actually be interesting to move in towards like a carrying and supplying. He is our hard digger now. And we may need to go into super hard digging. I think that that's actually probably a little more important than the carrying itself right now. So we're going to unlock that. And we're going to go hard digger. Okay, so skills have been distributed. We need to work on power. We need to work on power. And let's work on this immediately. So let's unpause and see what happens. All right, we do have some power online now, which is huge. I think ultimately the power went down due to not having enough batteries to sustain our oxygen production overnight. I wonder if we have enough to build a wire down here yet. And it looks like we do. Oh, do we go to there? We must. There we go. So we'll start building that. I do want to look at this automation wire. Can I just plug that directly into there? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Looks like our oxygen is a serious issue over here. But there is better oxygen production that I really want to look into. Automate a building using sensors or switches. Hey, what's up, H2? It's good to see you. My colony literally almost died 7 times today. The one extinction level event after the other one. Wow, that's wild, man. I'm glad you're still holding it down. What day are you on now? What cycle? Also, I switched my audio setup considerably. Please let me know if the game volume's too loud, too quiet, if there's anything you see an issue with there. 187. Wow, and I'm on 15 right now. I'll be excited to see what happens at cycle 187. I don't know if I'm going to get there in this build, but we're not quitting yet, I'll tell you that. It looks like there's a little water cleanup that needs to happen here, and this is functional. So the smart battery stores power from generators, then provides that power to buildings, sends a green signal or red signal based on the configuration of logic activation parameters. So do I need to do something special to get this working then? Let me just look at what... If I go wire... Maybe we do just need to add this wire here? Not entirely sure how that works. You're not paying attention one time and something goes horribly wrong. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if that kicks off. I feel like there's something I'm missing in this area. I'm not particularly worried about it at the moment, but I hope to figure it out over time. We want to start working on an electrolyzer, I think. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen gas. Becomes idle when the area reaches maximum pressure capacity. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what that looks like. I wonder if I want to just like dig this area out a little bit and just put it down in here. I think that's actually probably a pretty good idea. We'll start by adding a couple ladders to this area. For example, my dupe got stressed too much because I accidentally overpressured a room and she got popped eardrums, giving her so much stress, triggering her stress reaction. She literally started binge eating, bringing my food supply down. Wow, that's crazy. It's so cool to hear things like that are possible in the game, though. I'm really excited to see everything that's been built into this game. All right, so I think what we want to do is we want to dig down here a little bit. We don't want to open this up at the moment, but I do kind of want to access this area to start doing oxygen production. I don't know if it's good to have that low. I'm assuming oxygen is all rising compared to these other toxic gases. Yeah, I'm not sure actually on that. I need to think about where I want that production. I do want to start looking at our toiletries. So let's look at that. So we go to plumbing or liquid pipe. So we've got the inlet now. It looks like the water pump is sending water to these materials, or to these machines, and we need somewhere to dump our goods. So I think what we're gonna do is we can't stack these pipes, so I might actually just start putting these up above, if that makes sense. So I might put them up here. I don't know that my characters can reach here, though. We'll just do this, and you know what? We're actually going to cancel a little bit of that, and we're just going to dump it pretty close to the door. I don't know. I'm still kind of interested in just putting all the waste down in here for now. I think there was mention of using this space yesterday, but I kind of just like the idea of doing this for now, because I think that this gas could be pretty useful. Also, I know there's something valuable about the Dreco and what was it, phosphorus. So while that is being built, we can start running this up here as well. Attribute increased, building lacks resources. Okay. We probably should be making some more food while we can. We already have some stuff queued up, so they just need to actually transport the goods over there. Okay, so that's producing heat. These are both producing heat. I wonder if it's worth removing this battery. You know what? That's actually a good idea. Let's remove this battery and let's add another smart battery to this back area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this out a little bit. At least enough space for one more battery. And then we could potentially move the pump over here and allow us direct access down to this water. Another example, I dug up polluted ice that was at the top side of my asteroid. It melted down, flooding my base with polluted water. That polluted water fell down into my water supply that I use for my oxygen generation. Okay. It got sent into my SPAWM electrolyzers, which are these that I have not used yet. The electrolyzers got damaged, stopped supplying my base with oxygen. I noticed too late and was almost out of oxygen. Also, the area where the SPAWM was needed to be accessed with atmospheric suits, I'm assuming, but they were not getting supplied with the oxygen. Okay. That's wild. So I guess a question I have on that. So if you set up an electrolyzer and something like this happens where they start ingesting polluted water, do they break or can they be repaired? Do they need to be replaced entirely or can they just be patched up? All right, so we're earning a couple achievements here. Okay, so repairing is an option in that instance. And then we're just gonna do this for consistency. We're gonna do that as well. Power available. So this can hold 20 kilojoules, and this can hold 40. What is this? This is 6.8. I do think we should just get rid of this guy pretty much immediately. I'm just scared, since these smart batteries produce less or hold less total power than these. Alright, so that is being worked on. New printables available. I don't think investing in a new dupe right now really makes any sense. Well, let's see what's here. Care package. Shine Nymph. That helps with decor. I mean, that's pretty nice. But things like that get complicated. It produces a certain amount of hydrogen and a certain amount of oxygen. If you do not build the thing right away and with the right mathematic calculations, you'll start either flooding your base with hydrogen, giving your dupes irritated eyes and unbreathable spaces, or you pump oxygen into your hydrogen generators, resulting in them breaking. Got you. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be getting the math correct the first time. It's unlikely that I'll even get it correct the second time. But I'll see if there's something that I can learn before I just place them. Since I'm not going to be able to use a blueprint right now, I don't think. Just going to consume things and not necessarily help me in any way. I'm just going to take a care package just to help out a little bit around here. All right, so they're building that out. Let's do another smart battery. I'm assuming this Automation wire bridge. We don't need that. I think we need this, though. Yeah, I think that's what I gotta do is just try to figure it out at this point. I don't think I'm gonna get it right, but it's the only way for me to learn, really. All right, so we can do more power here. And then now that I have these 2 smart batteries, I think it's going to be okay to get rid of this one. So we are going to deconstruct this. Also, I kind of want to put these back on like a lower priority. We also need to start expanding and finding more coal. What is this? So we've got copper, sand, copper. So there's a little bit of coal down here. We definitely want to dig this out and maybe consider doing our electrolysis here. We also want to do some digging up here, and it looks like there's a lot of granite. Okay. Okay, so that battery's full. This one is still in need of a charge. What do we have for coal right now? Oh, we are just like straight up out of coal. So I think that needs to be our #1 priority. We do have a bunch of coal up here. I think that we just build a ladder and start digging immediately. We got to get our power generation back online. So let's just do this. And we're going to cancel these digs for now so that they can just get up there and dig more safely. Yeah, get a grooming station in the hatch room. Yeah, that's a good call. Where was that again? Under stations. Grooming station allows the assigned rancher to care for critters. And I guess we just put that near the door. Is that a station as well? All right, this is good. We're seeing coal being delivered. That's going to help a ton. So I think we also want to work on putting a wall here. And then let's deconstruct this and put a ladder down. And we will mop that up once this wall has been completed. Six, 7 spaces from the entrance, you build another door with the tile on top. Then you can lock all the hatches in the beginning of the ranch. All right, we've got a lot happening here. Let's see what this says. Grooming station outside of stable. Allows the assigned rancher to care for critters. Okay, so there's nothing to, like, assign on this. This we can put... I'm assuming we just want the hatch in here. But maybe we also want Draco in there too. Yeah, it's a good shout. So we'll throw a ceiling here. We're going to deconstruct this. And then once this wall gets built, we'll mark this as needing mopping. Ceiling collapse. Okay. All right, this is fine. Nobody died, at least, you know, noticeably died. So we're just gonna mark those as dig. Did I not already click deconstruct on this? There we go. All right, and then we can mark this as mop. And then we can deconstruct this. Then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put our little pump. Now, where was that? The bottle emptier. And I want to click O. There we go. And then we're going to want this to be the mesh tile. And did I mark that as needing mopping? Too much liquid. I'm not sure what to do about that. Okay, so let's dig this area. I want to dig down here too, but I feel like if I dig this, then it might still flow through this tiny little crack between these two. Yeah. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is get over here and then dig this out this way so that we can build this, and then that can be spread out and mopped. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I get... That makes sense. Yep. All right, so this still needs to be built up here. I don't know if that's a priority issue or if they can't reach it. Let me look at the plumbing. Yeah, so they were able to complete this up here, but that's because they have this space. What I might do is add a door here. And then dig out this area. I mean, I could also just build a ladder. That might be the quicker way. Yeah, I want to just dig this out too. So I'll just start digging that. Just add that to the queue of things to do here. All right, so progress has been made here. What are you doing, Amari? Are you just cleaning? There we go. That's what we want to see. Okay, so filters not designated. Let's go sweep only, and we'll do polluted water. That's fine. And I don't think I have any polluted water to add currently. This needs power. Yeah, we lost all power. I screwed that up. Can this be mopped? It can. So once that's been mopped, we'll continue digging this. And we probably want to just put a door here. And that there. And then 7 spaces from the entrance, you build another door with a tile on top. Then you can lock all the hatches in the beginning of the ranch. Your room at the moment will still be too big. So that's why we do it like that. Okay, so we go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like put a wall here. Okay. I can manage that. Yeah, I need to put a door there. So we cancel. Door. There we go. Yeah. And you want this to be a different tile or just nothing? So like that, just like a partitioning wall? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this still needs to be finished here. What's stopping us from doing that? I think they can reach it. Get on it. I really want to get rid of these outhouses. So I'm thinking this area can be my electrolysis. And I'm not quite sure how the off-gassing works, but I'm thinking the hydrogen, we can build some sort of a pocket over here for it. Was it hydrogen? Yeah, hydrogen. So hydrogen is really light. That'll be interesting. We need to sweep those bottles. We'll also want to continue digging. All right, they made progress there. We still need to get to this last little area. We're going to deconstruct these. And then, I don't know, I'm a little worried about this. Having them go in here for any amount of time is kind of scary. But, I mean, we'll try it, see what happens. Yeah, I get it. So outside of stable, we still need to finish this. This, we can change the direction. Set as from right to left. Like this. Let's just take a look at our oxygen. It's getting really, really bad. Okay, this is like really bad. And it's bad everywhere. I don't know that I should set up the electrolysis. I don't know that I have time. What does my algae situation look like? Resources. I mean, 5.8 tons. Okay, we are going to build some more oxygen. Let's go up to here. Let's just throw a diffuser up here. We'll power that. We're gonna power one here as well. And then I think we're just gonna immediately power one down here, maybe more. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, like, how that works. How do I build outside of the base? Do I just carve, like, I could certainly, like, create a pathway out here. Is it like, I need a certain amount of airlocks or something and have it, like, just over in this area? Or do I have to get up to, like, this area and make this something? Yeah, just build more down somewhere. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll start working on that immediately. I mean, down here seems like a very good area for that. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to deconstruct these two. I know that this is probably not an ideal way down. But we're going to do a door here. Oh, I have to wait for it to be deconstructed, I think. Let's cancel that. I mean, I guess we could just go down here. This is way more accessible. So to dig this, we'll probably just want to go down here. What is this? That's copper. Okay. So I'm going to wait for this to be dug. I think we just need to really step up our oxygen generation, like effective immediately. So I'm going to try that. And then we'll start working on this area. It looks like we're close to getting this connected. And then we should hopefully have this room sealed off soon. Our rations are, you know, trash, but they're there. We'll just add a couple more. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some good cooking operations at some point too. What's the issue with our power? Okay, so that's still just not connected. I might just have to build another ladder to make that happen. Can I just do that? That might work. And if that works, that's going to help me a lot in the future for like building ceilings and stuff. Like we can potentially just do this. Well, let's actually just switch those to 8s. We at least need to have some sort of oxygen production in the sleeping quarters. It's not like you can hold your breath while sleeping, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my entire civilization dies off soon. I'm gonna try not to make that happen, but if it happens, you know? Yeah, that's a good call. That's something that's pretty easy to do. So, I don't actually wrangle though, right? I just relocate. Okay. Oh, that's nice. You can cancel all at once. Can you multi-select? Not sure how. Wrangle. Is there a hotkey for wrangle? Harvest wrangle is N. So I can just go this. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. How's my sound today, by the way? Is the volume okay? I'm a little concerned that either the game volume is too loud or too quiet. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you. So the research station is not wired currently. That's interesting. Also, it's been a while since I've done any sort of research. There we go. Let's get that wired up. We probably want to do a little bit more of that. We're going to need those materials. All right, so homie's over here and he didn't die immediately. That's good to know. We might need to do this to get up into that area. If this actually works, doing this sort of thing. It's a lot of rope to just tie those tiny legs. Okay. Yeah, I think we just deconstruct these and we cancel this one. Because it looks like they should be able to just come up here and get that potentially. Okay, the hand wash station is being used properly in the right direction. And now we have water coming in. But they're not going to be able, it's not going to work until this is finished. So I think what we need to do is let's prioritize some of this, right? Like we need that prioritized, we need that and that prioritized. Okay, that's huge. And then in terms of the plumbing, so that's all completed down to there. We just really need to get to this area, so we might actually need one more ladder to get there. So we're gonna push the priority up on that as well. And then we want to build this tile here before we dispose of those ladders. We're just gonna run those out that way. We definitely don't need that one though. All right, this is working. That's huge. All right, I don't really care if all of this is perfect, to be honest with you. So I think we're just gonna cancel these. We're gonna cancel those. We can cancel these. I don't know if that's gonna cause an issue or not. We can deconstruct that. And then we're gonna cover this up as well and just close off this area entirely. And then once this ceiling has been finished, we're going to throw some extra toilets down and work towards getting rid of these outhouses that require manual work. We are generating power, but we likely need more smart batteries. Yeah, that's true. All right, what oxygen has been improving, but we really need to start digging this out. It does look like progress was made. What is this here? This is polluted oxygen. I think we want to start digging. Let's fast forward a little bit. All right, so the hatch are all chilling here. We still need to finish this area. I do kind of want to prioritize this dig. Give that carbon dioxide somewhere to go. Looks like this was all cleaned up, so I'm going to remove this ladder. Hold on, let's cancel that. I'm not sure that I did that right. So we're on the ladder. Let's deconstruct like this. Okay, and then we want you to start building a ladder here. Oh, really? Do you think I can get rid of one coal generator? Oh, just one battery. Okay. Yeah, I currently have 2. Yes. Yeah, so you can see here. Oh, actually, you can probably see it this way. You can see I've got them both hooked up to the same generator. So I need a battery on this one separately. Ah, okay, so we can just run one automation line here. Just a bridge like that. Done. I think, at least. Alright, so what is this doing for my carbon dioxide? Okay. So I was thinking about maybe just moving out to this area. And I'm thinking that should be far enough from the base for now for my energy production. Little oxygen bubbles. Oh. Okay. All right, so I also want to dig just this whole line so we can do the same thing we did here with the ladder down the middle, and then we're going to start building like this. Actually, what is the... We go room, power plant, heavy duty generator, 2 or more power buildings, maximum size 120 tiles. Okay, so this is going to be our door. 120 is massive. I think that'll be fine for now. I mean, that's probably more than it needs to be. And I don't think we can dig this yet. Let me remove this overlay. Let me figure out what a geyser is. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that... Whoa, what is this? Absolite. I never noticed that before. I mean, to me, this looks more like a geyser than anything I'm seeing currently. Just because it's like blooming something. You see black 4 tiles in a row? These. The neutronium? Ah. Okay. So is this a problem to be building my power production here? I mean, I would assume you can use a geyser for power production as well, right? But if this is a geyser, that would imply that all of this is something as well. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna cancel this dig here. Wait, cancel? Let's see. What can we do here? I mean, we could potentially just go down farther. Okay, we can do that. Let's see. We also just want to make sure that this is all walled up. All right, we got some new stuff unlocked. So we do have an airlock. So the airlock might be good for the power room. Carbon skimmer uses water to filter carbon dioxide from air. That could be good. Deodorizer uses sand to filter polluted oxygen. That could also be helpful. This is all polluted oxygen. What does this look like? Uses water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. How is that a plus 10 to core? All right, and you're saying also watch the slime. Okay. This has been finished now. Let's take a look at this. So now this is officially a stable. Now that this is a stable, does this act any differently? Skilled duplicate operation, dedicated room stable. We've got oxygen issues here too. Just oxygen issues everywhere right now. I do want to look at this. The electrolyzer converts water into hydrogen, water into oxygen and hydrogen. I'm really curious what happens when we hit this pocket. Yeah, germ overlay. I still have not done really anything with the germs. Just saying to look out for the slime. The hatch got away. Yeah, that's good to know. We are flooding. Great. Let's pause, and let's mop. We need... I know what we need. We need to deconstruct this, the tile. we deconstruct the tile. And then we're going to put... No, we don't want to deconstruct the tile. We just want to deconstruct one tile. So this one we cancel. And then we do another one of these here. Put deodorizers there so it'll convert the polluted oxygen. Okay. The deodorizer. Man, there's so much cooking stuff I have not even touched. Also, I need to do research. Like that. Yeah, I thought it was big enough for the stable already. Like it was the right size, right? What, this space or this space? Okay. So we will deconstruct these. And then we'll do this. Oh, you want this one to stay. Yeah, it's all right. I'll wait for them to do this other stuff. So we can actually cancel that one. And then we can do this one. All right, we have not been researching in a very long time. What is this? Natural gas, oil, petroleum, more farming stuff. I mostly still build the ones you just canceled since it'll be a rectangle. So I was thinking that the issue was they weren't going to be able to reach that one. So now I would have to cancel this one in order for them to get to this one. So I was just trying to save a step. Research. Canister filler, canister emptier. Exosuits would be nice. I'm just gonna get that. See how that goes. So just looking at this, so we've got 24, 48, 96, right? Plus 3. No. It won't be plus 3 because of this. So it is 96. 24, 48 times 2 is 96. It won't be right until they finish building. So let's let that happen. There it is. All right, we need to get power to these deodorizers. Let's grab power. I guess we can just run power here, so it's clearly visible. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so you need the max size to sustain 8 hatches, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is happening here? Did I screw that up? That should be there, and this one should be deleted. Deconstruct that one. And then this can be the mesh tile. And then this can just be normal tile for now. What are you doing down there? Okay, let's throw some tile here. Let's see what we got in the printing pod. 9 agriculture, we've got brine, we've got meep with 8 construction, and then more science. It's probably a mistake, it always is, but I'm gonna take him. And we need to build potentially a second barracks. What is the space on this? So this is 1632. So 64. One or more beds. 64 tiles. Yeah, so I don't want to mess that up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dig back farther into this area. We'll deconstruct these. And then we'll throw a door and we'll start digging here. And it's going to be a very small bedroom because I don't want to flood everything. All right, so this is all set up now. Let's do all standard, just water. We don't want polluted water in there. And then they can just start filling this up a little bit here and there. We can also deconstruct these. And be a little bit more cautious here. Deconstruct. Ladder, deconstruct. Here we build another door. And let's wrangle this guy. Oh, you deconstructed the other ladders. Are you going to be able to get these? I don't know. Hopefully. So I'll also at some point want to start pumping this water up here potentially. All right, I'm going to pause and go grab some mango. I'll be right back. Made it back. So why is this guy not marked as wrangle? I think we should have plenty of space. We need to do skills. I don't really understand what the improved construction is. I think we're gonna need digging more than anything. Just keep the digging up, and then Turner. Let's work on the critter stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it like RimWorld where their skill dictates the quality of the item they build? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good shout. I've got a good operator, but not machine skill, I don't think. Nice, that's happening. It's good. I do feel like we need at least one more of these wash or the toilets. And then we can do an additional wash basin. What is it called? Oh, it's in medicine. Sink. And this can be a tile. Alright, this is interesting. So I'm assuming this is going to start working its way up. And hopefully this starts making its way down. That's polluted, polluted, polluted. And this is all standard oxygen. Not sure how quickly these deodorizers work and if I need to add more into this room. But I do want to start building coal down here. What are you doing down here, Steve? You're stuck down here. Food repurposing, fossil fuels, heavy gauge wire. This stuff is probably going to come in pretty handy. Let's start working towards that. Okay, so white is in, green is out. Let's also just save the game. I have not saved it at all today. So I want to start marking these bottles as sweep. Got some down here as well. He's cleaning that up now. Yeah, I believe it, especially after all the issues you've had today, right? Certainly it's in a better position than mine is, though. All right, we've got standard water down here. That's going to turn into polluted water. I'm not worried about it. Holy cow. You're not going to be able to see Discord on stream as I'm just streaming the game, but I'm loading up your picture now. Yeah, that's crazy. So you use a lot of those food boxes. I still have not touched those. And you use ladders like scaffolding. There's that's some really helpful knowledge as well. Something that I was just starting to learn myself. The like the planter boxes, the little soil boxes. I've got them unlocked. Let me find them. It's in food. Farm tile. I haven't used any of those yet. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, this picture is looking pretty epic, man. There's a lot in here that I definitely don't understand, but it looks very cool. Hey Zeno, how you doing? Hey, I've got my Discord linked in just in the links on the page, so feel free to connect with my my Discord channel anytime. All right, so I want to start building my power production down here. I was mining out the slime biomes. That is why there is all the scaffolding with the deodorizers to stop the spread of the slime lung. I got you. That makes sense. Let's build some floor. I don't even know how to go about looking at the geyser, to be honest. Should I just start digging around it? I certainly could. See what happens. My original intention was just to throw down some coal. Okay. I'll check it out. Just like that. Unreachable food, I'm not really all that bothered about. I got you. So we don't need to mine this one. Let's cancel this. We will dig. I mean, there's slime here though, right? Okay. So we can do like that and then do a ladder here. No blueprints today. After you left the stream yesterday, I did unlock a couple blueprints, but I, kind of forgot until the last minute. The ration box is a problem. We're storing 0. Our food is a real problem. And I'm only now realizing. Okay, so let's prioritize that. Yeah, no reason to do exploits at this point in time, I don't think. I mean, I might get there at some point, but... an exploit was told to me at one point with... do you know the game Repo? It's a really fun, like, multiplayer item extraction game. Anyways, yeah, it's super fun. If you ever play that game, I'd be more than happy to play with you. I'm always looking for people to play, but I get legit scared in that game. Anyways, there was an exploit told to me early on, and it kind of ruined the health system. So I hope it gets patched eventually, but for now I'm just pretending like I don't know. So I got a new capture card today, because I like streaming a lot of Switch games, like Mario games, and like Mario Maker and Mario Kart, things like that. It's really nice. I'm glad it worked out. I was having issues with the one I was using before, but I'm always looking for people to play multiplayer games with in general. So if you ever have any interest, just let me know. What is happening here? Is this a problem? I mean, they should uproot it naturally, I think. Could be wrong. Geyser things are happening. Hey, No Name, how you doing today? Fun game, small tip, place a deodorizer on the drain tile above the polluted water. Polluted water creates polluted oxygen, which can be converted into breathable oxygen. That's a great shout. That's something that was like in my mind at one point, but I never got around to. But the issue that I see here is, will this just drain the polluted water on top of the deodorizer so it wouldn't function, or can I just put it here without an issue? Oh, you probably don't have a dupe with super hard digging skill. Yeah, I'm not sure that I do yet. I know that I'm close. I definitely do have a couple that are, let's see. Which one was it? So this has super hard digging, but I'm assuming the 3 diamond, the triple diamond, requires the super duper hard digging, right? They won't be able to dig it. I think you can just place it. The water won't interfere. You need the next one. Yeah. Okay. Great. So we'll be able to look at that in the future. And for the time being, let's get working on this deodorizer. Yeah, No Name. If it isn't blatantly apparent, I am very new to the game. I've been playing a couple hours every day for, I think this is day 3. It's been a lot of fun, but, I still have a long ways to go before I fully understand the game. All right, let's get back to playing. I'm about to die due to no calories. I feel like I've wrangled this guy a couple times or attempted to. What are you doing up there, Meep? You just hanging out? Alright, this situation's bad. So I think what we're gonna do is, I had originally planned this for my coal production. Let's start working on that. And by coal production, I mean power production. So we're just gonna do 2 of those in tandem. And then we're gonna run 1 smart battery here. And that should help with some of the issues I'm having up here if I get rid of these. Research is complete. I don't know what we want. Desalination. I haven't seen salt water yet. Mechanical surfboard. That's funny. Bottle filler. Liquid filter. Gas. I think we just go this route. See what all that does. So what is taking so long on this? I think we build some mush bars too. We just have 0 calories coming in. So whatever the delay is, we need to get on that. All right, they're making food. That's huge. Yeah, having these rooms set up is night and day over my first 2 attempts. All right, so let's start wiring what we can here. Not sure why I did that like that, actually, so let's actually just bring it all the way down here. Do that, do that. No, we don't want to do that. Cancel. Cancel. We just want that to the smart battery. Can we wrangle you? Homie's always hanging out on top of that ladder, probably just for oxygen. I'm gonna give him a a little extra height there. Okay, so let's get this all connected up. So those all connect. And then we'll use the standard wire here. We want to do that there, and then we are going to deconstruct this. Oop. Deconstruct that. And then we're just going to do a standard wire. This will probably have to be like a heavy duty wire at some point. But it probably needs to be something more powerful than just coal at that point. Let's get this set to a higher priority. And let's get this set to a higher priority. What's our food production look like? We're working on it. We do have very little, but something in storage. Long commutes, building lacks resources, unreachable food, no research focus selected. Okay, we gotta do some more research. The research for me is still very daunting because I'm researching a lot of things and I just like never touch them in the game. But I think the goal essentially is to just continue researching and then use those things when I need them. I really still want to get down to the electrolyzer, but I'm not quite sure what to do with the hydrogen gas yet. But I was planning on using this pool of water to feed that. And we're gonna go priority 7. Okay, and click on it. Okay, we've got that stuff in the queue. We really need to up our farm production, I think. Might actually be a good consideration to just build this into an identical room. Might just do that right now. Get that started. So we go pneumatic door. Throw some tile over here. I really want to see this power get finished. All right, so we are going to want, let's see, food. Start doing some more planter boxes here. Just get crazy with it. So they need copper. Let's make some more. Maybe we're running into a shortage. Let's also dig up that at some point. So this is good water. That's polluted water. What is this? This is natural gas. Oh, this is a geyser. Okay, so this is a natural gas geyser. This is my first time seeing one of these. Alright, what is our skill situation? Amari? We really need to do better cooking, probably. Let's start going that route, I guess. Yeah, that'd be cool. Set up something to operate off of that. Electrolyzers can be placed inside their own room, 4 tiles wide, 12 tiles high, 1 fan on top to collect the hydrogen, 2 fans on the bottom to collect the oxygen, electrolyzer in the middle. That's interesting. Yeah, it would make sense that the oxygen would be pumped out the bottom and the hydrogen would be pumped out the top. That makes me think that this original thinking is wrong of doing it near this water source. And we should look to do it, say, here. That way it's easier for us to get the oxygen into our living space, and then we can do something with the excess gases up here. Yeah, the electrolyzer, let me just look at that again. So is this a 2-tile wide device? Yes. So we would have a space on either side, and then it would just be 12 tiles high. Got it. You'll pump around the oxygen anyways, so it should not really matter where you build it, just away from your base, since it will generate a lot of heat. Heat is another good thing I need to think about. Okay, why is this not working? What's happening here? Can I just mark this as sweep? Pick that mushroom up or whatever it is. Get it out of the way so I can see what's happening here. Let's look at the wire. I mean, it looks like it's connected. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's connected. Yeah, so I don't think we have an issue. We probably just need more coal resources here. All right, so now that this is down here, I do want to build a door, actually. Close it off. And then I want to look at the oxygen. Coal power needs to be connected to the battery with automation cables. Looks good. Okay, let me just double check. Yeah, so I'm connecting the automation cables from both the coal resources straight to this, and then in terms of the normal wiring, I just have that connected directly to the battery. So I think we're okay. And I think that's what you're saying. All right, we can start building these. Yep. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about copying the settings. As I started planting these, I was like, oh, can I just like copy this? Oh, I don't know how that works, actually. So if we click this thing, apply the settings and properties of this building to other buildings. Ah, that's huge. That's a great tip. We probably want to set up another farm station here, right? There's some sort of a benefit to that. So we have a greenhouse. Crops grown within a greenhouse can be tended with a farm station fertilizer to increase the growth speed. I like that in theory, but I'm still not fertilizing anything, right? Like I need to get this thing up and going, and in order for us to do that, I want to build something over here. So, I think it's a pretty low priority right now. Let's look at our research. And we're just gonna grab whatever at this point. It's beyond me. What's this? We got actual oxygen in here now. That's interesting. We can start digging that out. But also I want to dig this out for some oxygen, potentially. So if we were to do this... I mean, that is pretty tall. So we could do... just get them going that way, I guess. Just build that ladder up as well. Printing pod, I really can't take on... Oh, this is our achievements. Guess we got a couple things. That's good. Yeah, so our calorie generation is suffering. Our total oxygen produce is flattening out. We really need to get that moving up again. Calorie consumption. It's going down, but I feel like that's because we ran out of food. Average power wasted. Oh, that's interesting. So it does seem like it's improving here. That's got to be due to the smart batteries. Duplicates. My total travel time is going up, which makes sense as the space gets bigger. Total work time, average travel time. Average stress. It seems like stress is going down, which is good. Stress removed is not increasing, which, you know, we probably want to do better at. And wild critters is going up. Power plants connected to batteries and transformers on one heavy-duty line. Small power lines then lead out from the transformers to buildings requiring power 1,000 watts per transformer. I've heard something about this, and I haven't done anything with it. Let me look at my power. I don't think I have transformers yet, do I? Oh, I do. Limits power flowing through the transformer to 1,000 watts. So the power coming out of this... Does this tell me? Properties, maybe. Oh, wow. This goes into a lot of detail here. Power plants connect batteries and transformers on one heavy-duty line. Yeah, so my initial thought with the rooms is to have like a main power line coming up here. We also want to extend this and probably do something other than coal long term. Right now, do you think that I need to start moving this to a high power line, or can I just stay with the low power line? So if the power plants generated 20,000 watts, 20 transformers would split up. One small power line can only handle 1,000 watts. Hover over one to see the details. Current load is 375 watts. Potential load is 1,700, which exceeds the max, but we're not using that type of voltages yet, or those types of watts. So do I need to start working on upgrading this, or can it chill for a bit? Also, H2, I saw that you said put the smart battery on 90-10 or 80-20. I don't know exactly what that means. Let's see. Oh, high threshold. So you said first 90-10, so we'll do that. Okay. And what exactly is that doing? Sends a red signal when the battery is 90% charged until it is less than 10% low. Oh, so the it's saying that the cold generation will shut off when the battery's at 90%. And then when the battery's at 10%, the cold generation will start back up. It lets the cold gens know to stop working when the battery's at... Okay, okay. Understood. Thanks for validating that, because that was a little bit hard for me to understand. And then just looking at these power transformers, so it limits the power flowing through the transformer to 1,000 watts. Connect batteries on the large side to act as a valve and prevent wires from drawing more than 1,000. Okay. Yeah, I do think that's helpful. I just don't know if I'm drawing the amount of power to where that's a problem yet. Also, I think we probably want to get rid of this, which might negatively impact our power dramatically if we need to send all our power from the one room. Okay, so these guys are going to start digging this. This is where I'm going to start doing my electrolysis. I want to start digging this area as well, and we want to start doing our fertilizer. But I think in order to do that, we probably need more of our toilets here. Yeah, let's start doing more toilets. I know it's going to consume more water, but we do have more that we can pipe over. Let's do at least one more toilet so that we can start making some of this polluted water that we can use for the fertilizer. Let's go plumbing. This Absolite is so cool. They did a really cool design with this. I just really like the way it looks. And then we've got all this coal here. What is this? Iron ore. We're going to be getting a lot of sandstone when we start carving this out. We definitely want to put this on the radar. I don't know how much space we'll need, but we're just going to dig this whole area out for now. Yeah, so instead of one line powering all your buildings, you can have multiple power lines. Multiple lines power some of your buildings. Each building tells you how much power it needs. Water pump 240 watts each, for example. I got you. So there probably are buildings that require more than even 1,000 watts, right? One transformer could handle 4 pumps on one line. I got you. So basically what you would want to do, And this is probably not the right space for it, but let's just say here we could set up like 10 transformers, and then we could power like individual rooms off of one transformer depending on what their needs were, right? So then in order to do that, we could draw one heavy cable up. Yeah, larger transformers and lines come later. Okay. So I have these airlocks I haven't touched. Let's look at some of these other things. So a heavy watt joint plate we haven't looked at. The power shutoff we haven't looked at. Hydrogen generator. That'll be interesting. So that can come in later after this. Natural gas generator. So we could use that somewhere near this geyser. Petroleum generator. You know, I don't know that I've found any ethanol or petroleum. Produces carbon dioxide and polluted water. We haven't done anything with this food. We probably should. What do we have here? We've got an electric grill. That's interesting, but it's gonna cause pollution. But I bet people would really like the food. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. This is how we learn. And let's just wire it up. Yes, a power room full of transformers and power lines running from the room to everything else. Okay. All right, so I think the next thing I want to do, and this could totally destroy my base, but I'm kind of for it. I just want to deconstruct these so they stop polluting this area. I mean, we could deconstruct the smart batteries too, likely. Starvation. Yeah, okay, this is a concern. Let's get a couple mush. Let's get a couple lice loaf. We also want to do that. We want to do the fertilization. Let's do medicine, and we want to add another sink here as well. All right, what do we have here? A pip egg. Non-hostile creatures that subsist on thimblereeds and arbor tree branches. They are known to bury seeds in the ground whenever they find a suitable area with enough space. Hey, how you doing, Ibrahim? Or Ibrahim? I'm really hesitant on adding any new people. Just because we're out of food. Yeah, so maybe I'll just take a pip egg. Maybe I'll learn something with it. I don't see my food production going up significantly until we get another blueprint. So I'm just going to take that, get something out of the deal, and move on. They produce dirt, also just sustain themselves. They plant their own plants and eat from it. Oh, that's huge. So I might be at capacity here. It's a little hard to tell. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 in here already. I think that was the limit for this room. So we would need to build a new room for the pip, right? Oh, critter drop-off says. It says max 20 critters. Okay, so just adjust that to a max 8. We could relocate him up somewhere. But also we probably just want to build a separate room, which should be easy enough to do. It's just finding the time to do it. We'll just do something identical, I guess, up above. Got a lot of things we're working on right now. Pick up the eggs. Okay. So we need to carve out a space for the pip that's natural, right? We're getting no power here. We lost all our power. Hold on. I saw this coming. What's the issue? Is it just because the battery? Yeah, the batteries are all drained. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have ditched the coal generators here yet. I need to have more power down here first. I mean, we can dig out some more space. I'm still concerned about this. Originally, I was going to dig out this way, but we've got this neutronium and some stuff we can't dig through. So let's start off by doing just high priority. Let's get some coal down there. Let's look at our coal currently. So we've got 3,000 kilograms. We also need to start mining for coal. We've got little spots of it around. It's all dirt. Okay, so for the pip, what I might do is I might just open up, like, wall it into this area or something. The floor to be natural tiles. There are ways to make tiles, but yeah, easiest is to put them in a room where the floor is already made of natural tiles. Okay. So we'll set this up as dig as well, just so that we can get into here maybe, and that's where the pip can go. Yeah, I can do that for sure. I don't have enough space with the way I have it currently planned out, so that's bad. We need to go up one more. And then this, we're going to have to dig more as well. Okay, so they're going. These are high priority. We have all this we want to dig out here, here, here. We've got digging for days. We do have a little bit of food, but our big thing right now is power. I do wonder if I just throw some coal generation back in here, since I don't, like, I don't have enough time to dig something out and fix this power. I think we just need to get it back up immediately and take the loss of just removing this for no reason. And I feel like we just need to stop on issuing commands for a minute. The dupes need to do some catching up here. I'm asking way too much. Alright, we had a ceiling collapse. This is fine. Alright, let's see. You adding coal? There it is. That'll help. Alright, so we're gonna want another door here. We'll also want to dig that. No, we want that there. Alright, so where is the husbandry stuff? We probably need an incubator. Somewhere up in here, if I had to guess. All right, so if we look at, I mean, we should already have the cables here. There's that. There's that. We don't want this connected here. Is that right? Yeah, so those should all be connected. Just confirm. Yeah, those are connected. This can be deleted. Deconstruct. Oops. All right, we should have power back online shortly. Okay, so we also want to do we probably want to set up a critter drop off. And then what was this? This is a grooming station. And then we had the feeder. Okay, we're gonna need to get power up to this thing. Power is so far away. All right, let's fast forward a little bit through the night, see if we even survive it. With no food, we're in real trouble here. So I can relocate this, but we need to get this power online. Because I think we probably need the incubator in order to hatch it. What is stopping us from producing power at this point? That's wired up. These are wired up. We shouldn't be plugged directly in to those, I don't think. Right, because if we do the automation wire, we're connected that way. And we could probably deconstruct this automation wire. Is there more? Yeah, we can deconstruct one more. Deconstruct that one. And I just don't see what the issue is. I would imagine if there was a trip, like the wire would break, right? Like it would act as a fuse and just we would see frayed wire if it just wasn't connected at all. Let's sweep this stuff up so I can actually see. I don't know where they're gonna put it, to be honest. I just don't have any sort of storage. We'll just put storage up there randomly. Okay, this also needs to be switched. There we go. That should help. All right, I don't know what's happening here. I'm just going to connect this straight in. We need to get some sort of power going, or we're gonna lose everybody due to starvation. Things are starting to pop off a little bit. I think the batteries might just need to fill up. All right, we've got a little bit of food production happening. Incubator, pip egg, incubate. We probably also want a door here. Then this can be critter hatch. We run that at 8, just like the one below. Grooming station had no settings. This, I mean, we just want this one. Why is this selecting all? That's crazy. Hatch. I don't know what's happening here. Hold on, let's grab this. Where's the copy? What is that? Copy settings. This doesn't have a copy settings. Oh, it's this one. Copy settings. Drop that there. Okay. We want to dig this up. The blueprints you get is like a 3-week IRL. $3 a week. Okay, that's helpful to know. Thanks for the comments on the animation. I'm hoping to have some new animations soon, and some overlays, and hopefully a new actual logo that isn't just a 10-minute hatchet job done by me. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's pause. New blueprints. No new blueprints. Research is being done. I think we can honestly just, well, I want to disconnect this because I have it hardwired into the infrastructure instead of to the batteries. Oh, thank you. Thank you. $3 a week, 3 in 1 week. Okay. Where are you from in Japan? What prefecture? Yeah, at one point in time I knew a little Japanese, but it's been 20 years since I've used it. There's very little that I remember. I didn't retain much. Okay, let's grab this, wrangle. It does look like this is working. That's huge. Incubating 1, 8%, no power. Ooh, that's a problem. You don't want the incubator to go down. Yeah, I'm getting no power here. Let's just look at this line again. Did I screw something up? Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So it's showing that the draw is more than the power I'm creating. Let's just do this then, and let's boost that. Just what we're giving to the main system currently. I'm hoping that we can power this stuff up. We can get this battery charged a little bit, and then we can look to disconnecting this and just juicing up these batteries. You just have, I can only speak a little English, so I'll go by the impression. Just use a switch. You don't have to incubate 24/7. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, konbanwa genki desu ka? You just have to turn it on once in a while so your rancher can come and hug it so it gets the lullaby effect. Then you can just switch it off again. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't used a switch yet, and I bet that would be huge for all the issues I'm running into right now. I guess we just spilled a switch there. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, not that switch. Okay. Go automation. Signal switch sends a green signal or a red signal on an automation grid. Okay, so that has to be like here. It would have to be on the automation line, and yeah, konbanwa. No, it doesn't have to be on the the automation cable. Just next to the incubator. Okay, let's try it. Curious how that works. So you connect that via a separate line, maybe? Like that? Okay. We'll see how that goes. Research. We're neglecting our research. I mean, some of this stuff looks super dope. We have not even started pharmacology. We really need to start traveling down that path. We also have not done anything with this. I mean, I know mush is pretty bad efficiency-wise, but I don't think I'm producing or capable of producing any of this other stuff yet. I would need a new farm for mushrooms, probably. Oh, interesting. Pickled meal. Let's try a couple of those. And then let's try getting some more lice loaf going. This is, I mean, that can just be all standard. I don't care anymore. You need to send the signal from the switch to the incubator via the automation wire. I see. So we grab the automation wire and we do this. And that's the essentially a controller for the device. Yeah. We learning. Yeah, I mean, we're a little slow, but we learning. We got another pip egg. I think we probably got 2 originally, and I just didn't notice. Okay, what do we have here? This needs to be dug out. And I want that to be this tile. Just because. Is that right? That doesn't look right. I mean, that can just be that as well. Okay. We have food happening. I'm just gonna deconstruct this. It's been reminding me the whole time that I need to do it, but it hasn't been helping anything. Wait, did I deconstruct the wrong thing? Hey, you're okay. You don't have to understand everything. Just let me know if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to attempt to answer them in a way that's easier to understand. All right, so we also need to build one of these. What is this? A farm station. I know I can just grab it and copy it, but let's learn where things are in the menu. We need to start getting our coal production up. Let's do this. Where can we find coal? So that's granite. Hold on. I know there was some coal somewhere. Oh, can I just search for consumable ore? That's our coal, this light purple. There's a lot up here. Good chunk here. I think we really need to start pushing up into here. That's been a goal of mine for a long time. Cancel that one. We don't need that. Yeah, and let's just go up a little ways here. And dig. Yeah, this is a fun game. This is just day 3 for me. So there's a lot to learn. These batteries are starting to get a little bit, which is huge. I wonder if I can actually delete the direct connection now. So if we look at this, we deconstruct the standard wire. And we look at this right here. deconstruct the standard wire, and then these should start just going straight to the batteries. We've got a water problem as well. We need to start pumping water up. I feel like I just have too many commands for all the dupes to keep up with. And I just need to sit back and let them catch up a little bit. Yeah, and I think a big issue with that, at least with the way I'm playing, is I'm not doing a good job prioritizing for them. I'm just kind of letting them do what they want when they want, and I should probably prioritize a little better. Research. Let's see what we have here. What is this? Textile loom. Fine art. I mean, we're a long ways away from decor. We're a long ways away from understanding this stuff, too. I would really like to get some beds, some nicer beds. Fire pole. Rehydrator restores moisture to convert shelf-stable packaged meals into edible food. Interesting. Converts petroleum or nectar into raw plastic. So I would need this for the fancy beds anyways. I like this in theory. I just haven't done anything with the storage, but every other game I've played that's like this, storage has been like such a huge thing. I've just been told that it just really isn't in this game, which is a little surprising. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, and we do want the sieve. Yeah, we'll get that. Let's see. Do I have any animals to wrangle? I mean, I could try to wrangle a Draco up here. But I think we just want to stick with the hatches in these two zones. We still haven't done anything with this. Just want to see what happens here. Oh, everybody's gonna run and do it? Oh no, they're going to do other things. Power just went down. Because these batteries drained. Alright, let's deconstruct this. Let's throw another battery here. Let's put a higher priority on this. And I might actually just dig out this side a little bit. And start working on some batteries and potentially, what was it, transformers? Although I don't know that I really understand how those work yet. Oh, you're not gonna take all of it, huh? Oh, you're breathing? Fair. You're also hungry. We do have a little bit of food, it's just not good. Okay, there it is. Let's do this, and let's run an automation cable to it. And then I think this, since this is coal, right? There's coal up in this area. Yes, we want to prioritize that. I feel like we're probably getting kind of low on coal. When I get another print available, if there's somebody that is just like supplying, I know I have one dupe that does that already, but I also put them on food, I think. But I think supplying would be huge because we're running out of supplies to a lot of these things pretty consistently. And these are connected to the main system, right? These batteries? Looks like they are. Might have them wired wrong, though. Is this not set to dig? Alright, so we do have a print available. Let's look at this. Tidying. Decorating. Oh, narcolepsy's interesting. I wonder if they fall asleep in, like, areas where there's no oxygen. We're gonna get her. We will need to build a new bed. We're not gonna do anything fancy for them. We really can't afford it. And I'm really just sick of having my view blocked of all the wiring and everything in these rooms. I really just want stuff cleaned up so that I can see. H2, if you're still here, where is it you're from? Oh, you guys are all cleaning up. I wanted you to maintain the coal, not the cleanup. That wasn't the... That's my bad. I wanted the coal added to the machine. But the cleanup will help a lot. We should start getting some more coal here soon, too. Hey, the switch has been completed. I'm not seeing any other hatch that need to be wrangled. We still have not had that powered up. But it looks like it should be. What is this? Pinch of pepper. What is this? A pinch of pepper plant. Tropical vine with a reduced lignin structural system that renders it incapable of growing upward from the ground. Interesting, so it's a ceiling only thing. Used for spicing up food. Okay, so it's an ingredient. Balm lily. Grown from balm lily seed. Balm lily flower, a lovely bloom with medicinal properties. So that plus Draco equals phosphorite? Let me try this. So if we go food, and we go planter box, everybody's got irritated eyes right now. All right, so I want to try balm lily plant. We grab this and we copy settings. I mean, this this looks real bad. Real bad. We just can't keep our power online no matter what we do. I mean, we've got plenty here. Do I have this the wrong way around? Sends a red signal when the battery is 89% charged until it is less than 11%. I mean... I don't know that it matters. Like, why are these not feeding the batteries? Let's just grab a fresh cable, right? we deconstruct this one. Like, I don't understand why this is not charging. Yo, what's up, H2? I just keep running into issues where I'm seeing that these batteries are not charging at all, and I think it's because my overall consumption is too high. But the interesting thing about that is, like, these should be going right now. But doesn't the green indicate that there is coal in the system? So I would think that these would be pumping and pushing power to the batteries until the batteries were saying that they no longer needed them. But they're not active. And I just feel like I maybe have them wired incorrectly. No power wire connected, it say. But it should go straight to the batteries, right? Because that's how I had it connected. I'm currently working on disconnecting it, and I'm going to reconnect it down here. I don't feel like it's getting to the batteries. No. So it's disconnected from the standard wire. Because I thought it needed to go from the coal generator to these, and then these would supply the main line. And these are just not charging, even though there's coal in these generators. So what you're saying is this could be connected here? They just need to be on that network for it to charge? Okay, so maybe I'm just misunderstanding how that whole system works then. So I could have the smart battery all the way over here. And then the automation cable is just a controller. It doesn't supply any actual power, right? So I could have the smart battery here. I could have this running all the way back. There's going to be no power along that line. And I would have to supply a standard wire or a heavy gauge wire up there as well. Yes. Yes, I thought it supplied power. So I think I was confused by that. So then we can go do this as well, probably. Right? So those can go there. Perfect. Okay. That's going to help me a ton. Okay, yeah. Now we're pumping. Things are happening. Okay, so looking at this, let's cancel this. We no longer need this additional control cable. So actually, if I select this and then I click deconstruct, it should just be that item, I would think. This, we want sweep only. All standard. Oh, except for liquid. We don't want liquid. It doesn't look like they take liquid anyways. And then this, we also just want all standard. Stuff we were trying to get out of there. Hey, things are back online. This is huge. This is huge. We are starving, though. We really need to start working on food. And also our oxygen is... It's a mess. Let's do... furniture. Get another cot here. And we need to just start dumping scrubbers, I think. Deodorizers, sorry. Let me just read about the deodorizer again. So use sand to filter polluted oxygen from the air. Okay, that does not solve the carbon dioxide issue. We need the carbon skimmer. Uses water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. Let's try this. I have no idea how this works, but we're gonna check it out. Oh yeah, I definitely do not have the food production right now. What are we on right now? Let me see. 30. So what we can do is we can start building this up as well. We'll need to dig this up in additional space, I think. We'll just put this. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, yes. I'm in a very bad position here. Okay, so this is interesting. Carbon skimmer. So we are going to need a lot of things to make this happen, I would guess. Let's grab this tile and let's deconstruct. We are going to need to run power down here. I mean, we can just run power down here. And we're gonna need a pump. The farm room is probably hot. I've not looked at temperatures in a while. Yeah, I mean, everything's in that temperate zone, so I guess we're probably okay. Insulated tiles. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so then we're gonna want plumbing. And what does this send out? Carbon skimmer uses water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. So my guess is the water becomes polluted. You see all the heat coming from the top. Try to block off that hot biome. Scroll down in the window of the skimmer. But yeah, it puts out polluted water and something else. I think polluted dirt. I don't know. Okay. So we'll also need power to this, and then we'll look at the hot room. Okay, so looking at the hot room, you're saying block off this area, I would assume, because this is where it's really starting to get hot. Doors do nothing. Oh, so I should just fully block it off then? I can do that. I don't need to be up there for some time, probably. I have a bunch of other things to do. What's up, Bonce? You want to encapsulate that side of the base with insulated tiles. The natural tiles transfer heat as well. Okay. So we need to start working towards insulated tiles. All right, we have it selected. You see on the screenshot of mine, you see how I used insulated tiles there. Let me pull that up again. You're not going to be able to see it on stream, but I do have it pulled up. Oh yeah, I see that you have your polluted water or something of the sort surrounded in insulated tiles. And then some of these spots that are just higher up or producing likely a bunch of heat are using insulated tiles as well. Interesting, okay. Hot biomes will likely make the game more difficult. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna win this time. But I'm gonna keep playing and see what happens. I mean, the part of my sleeping quarters I blocked off the hot side from heating up my living quarters. Yeah, that makes sense. Strict diet is good and all, but you have to feed them, you know. What is this 0 cal diet? Does that look bad? Is that shocking to you? I mean, I just think they need to work a little harder, so I'm really trying to push them to do that. So I've been doing some food. I've been doing a bunch of lie slow. We are like out of all food. I've also been trying to do where was the pickled meal that uses the meal lice as well. I just got this set up too, so I don't know if I'm using it correctly or not. We could probably also just do like a mush fry, even though mush is not ideal. Let's just try doing 2 of those. We just need to get calories in. It doesn't matter how much it costs. You need at least 32 farm tiles to feed 9 dupes. Yes. So I was working towards adding additional farms up here too. Hey, thanks for all your help today, H2. I hope to see you again. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, you know? Have a good night. So yeah, that's what I was gonna do in this room, so I might as well get that started. Can I copy this? No, that's just copy settings. It doesn't copy the thing, so we just do this. And then we do this. Copy settings. Did that work? I don't know if that worked or not. Maybe I have to wait for them to be built. Ah, I got you. Yeah, I don't have like a ton of faith that this colony is going to survive. But I figure, you know, it's totally fine in this sort of game to have a couple big losses, you know, before you start making it all the way. Your base meal or your base temp is getting too hot for mealwood. Try to move farming to a cooler place. The issue that I'm running into right now is I've got a bunch of things that I'm trying to do and not enough space to do it. I keep having to dig things out, and I have all these commands that I'm just kind of waiting to be completed. I don't know that I have time to dig out another place for food. Now what I could potentially do is sacrifice an area that's already cooler, right? I could maybe start using this space. You know, I don't have any hatches or anything in here. The temperature is a little better in this area. Kill the hatches, get barbecue. Just dim the population of the hatches. Ah, so I can just go like 4 maybe? And then throw, like, just convert this into my food area. Or another farm area. Also in the room of the hatches, you see we left it empty. You can use plant boxes there and use... Oh, you can just utilize that space. Okay. Let me adjust this. So we go back up to 8. Yeah, I've never tried an attack. So we'll just try to attack 1. Let's cancel these. Then let's build these. Interesting. I would have assumed the planters decrease the space of the room. Okay. So we could do that in both these areas essentially, and that's going to help a ton. Also, let's just dig this out. The issue that I'd run into here is we can't use the farm stations, but I'm not doing fertilizer yet anyways. That's still something that needs to be built out. I was planning this area for it. Okay, so let's let these guys do their thing. I want to see what happens when they attack. Barbecue. Okay, so let's select another one. We can probably afford to attack a couple. How's our pip doing? Incubating is working. I'm assuming this green circle is when that will be completed. Building lacks resources, long commutes, a couple achievements, no blueprints. We probably have skills. Yeah, we have skills. Attack the old ones. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying any attention to age, but I probably should. Ashcan. We could get out to astronomy. Cooking might be a good option. Improve construction, tidying. Let's go there. I mean, everybody wants to be a cook, huh? So crop tending was the right choice on Joshua. So we can do some super hard digging. We definitely want to expand our space some more, and we're running into issues there. I think cooking is a big issue. We really need to step up our food game. Operating, generator tuning, and microchip crafting. Improved construction. Improved tidying. I mean, I think we just go for construction for now. Virtual planetarium, mission control. This is a long ways out. I don't think we're going to get there anytime in the near future. How much longer will you be live? You know, probably not too long. I feel like 3 hours of this game with how new I am is about right. I've been going for 3 hours now. But I'll probably go for another, 15, 20 minutes like that and then pick up where I left off tomorrow. I kind of like doing this in smaller segments, so that I don't get burnt out and, overburdened by the just raw knowledge that is inundating me. Okay, so I don't think I continued this channel right now. I think we just need food. Food is important right now. All right, I'm just gonna watch the rest in bed then. Cool, thanks H2. If you don't hurry and get food, it's game over. Only people with high ability should have access to food. Ah, so you want to restrict. I have not been doing any of the restricting, so if we look at priorities, so we go farming, digging, supplying, storing, operating, decorating, cooking. We'll do this, right? Attacking doesn't matter. Toggling, doctoring, cooking. We'll go cooking light on that. That might help things a little bit too. All right, well, let's try to get these farms underway at least. And then we might call it a day on this game. So is this going? I don't know if this is going or not. We still need to finish this plumbing. We could also just build a ladder here to make it a little bit easier. All right, we've got a lot of food happening here. We love to see that. Reproduction 26%, age 93. So we'll attack that guy. And then we can turn that into barbecue. Amari's over here laying it down on the grill. Those are still not connected. But right now, food is the priority. What is our total potential for food production right now? 17. So 34, 35, plus what we have over here, which is another 30. So 65 is our potential in the future if we can survive that long. That's such a funny noise. All right, we're making some progress here. That's helpful. What is this? Is this also a hatch? This is a hatchling. Yes, we wrangle. We've got some better food coming in. That's huge. Hey Jabum, how you doing, man? How much is this game with oxygen? Yeah, you want to see my oxygen situation? It's really bad. Where is this? So all this red is bad. It's basically only this light blue that is good. This colony is in really rough shape right now. It's pretty atrocious, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna survive, but I'm gonna do my best to save it. Carbon is not as important right now as wood. I've done nothing with wood yet, Bonds. I have no idea what to do with wood. Also, I have all this stuff I haven't even looked at yet. All right, so we are doing some more plants here. Oh, food. Okay, I thought I saw wood as an item earlier on in the game, but it was something that I didn't see often, so I figured wood was actually something I was missing. Food. Yes, I agree. We need to get the food taken care of. These guys can deal with itchy eyes or whatever for a while longer, I think. Also, once we finish up some of this wiring, we shouldn't be running into the power issues we were running into. Jabum, I was looking at a Backrooms, like Escape the Backrooms game today, and was thinking that would be a fun one to play with you and Kanga sometime if you were ever down. Also, I want to get back on that, what was the name of the other game? I need to actually look at it. I forgot the name. What was it? Lethal Company. I want to get in some Lethal Company again. Let me know if you want to get down on that on Friday or anytime sooner. That'd be cool. All right, so let's start copying some of this stuff over. We're gonna copy settings there and there. Hey, have a good one, H2. It's good to see you, man. All right, so we need to work towards more research. I just did something here, though. What was it? It was the insulated tiles. Reduce heat transfer between walls, retaining ambient heat in an area. Okay. Let's just go further down this road, and let's look at that tile. Insulated tile. This consumes stuff we frankly have plenty of items in inventory for this. So we can start just blocking some of this off. Actually, let's cancel these. Oh my god. There we go. Is this too tall? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As for wood in the base game, there are only 2 sources, arbor tree and 1 variety of pocket shell. Okay, I heard something about a pocket tree, or sorry, the arbor tree. I think there was some sort of an animal that did something with the arbor tree seeds or had some correlation there. I don't recall specifically. And pocket shell, I know nothing about. Oh, pips. Yeah, pips. I got myself 2 pip eggs, and I've started incubating, so that must be where I saw that information. I also don't know if this is the right setup. I just know that they need to be on natural ground. H2 was telling me about that. All right, so we're doing some more planting. That's going to help a ton with our food production. They eat from arbor tree branches and poop with dirt. Yeah, I forget there are a couple things that we really need dirt for, but I can't remember what specifically. Our food is starting to look significantly better, but it still needs some work. 29, 33 of 43, one or more crops are wilting. Okay, so we need to get more people stoked on farming. That's they eat. That's where you'll need the polluted water I was talking about earlier. Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple spots for polluted water. This is just getting started. This is also just getting started. There are a couple pockets of polluted water already. Right now I'm kind of running into concerns, or I'm starting to become concerned about our freshwater sources. We have this. I can start running water up to here that can help feed this, but I'm not sure that that's the best thing to do. Also, I want to start electrolysis here. And I was told that this 4x12 configuration was pretty good for that. All right. I always feel like taking a little nap myself when the sun goes down for these guys. Catch my breath for a second. All right. I think we just kind of want to make sure that all this stuff gets done reasonably soon. Get a little bit of that going. Do I have any of the... I don't think I have any nosh beans. We could probably queue up a little more barbecue. You are 25. You're 74. You're 97. We're gonna attack you. New printables are available. What do we have? So I think we just go for the care package. New dupes are not going to help anything at this point. Also polluted water needed for pinch of pepper nut and thimbleweed. So save it as much as you can. So I did find one of those pepper nuts, pepper seeds. And I was kind of interested in that. I also saw that there's like a pepper mill, a pepper grinder or something like that as one of the items you can unlock in research. So that's on my radar too, but it just feels like it's light years away at this point. So I haven't done anything with any of the airlocks. That'd be interesting to spend some time on. I just don't think I'm there yet. I do want to start figuring out the power supplies for the power transformer and heavy watt joint plate. The natural gas generator is very interesting to me. I have this natural gas geyser here, which could be extremely helpful. It grows in a hot environment, I believe, above 45 degrees. Yeah, that would be hot. Like, this is 23. Okay, so like these areas here potentially. 35. Okay. That's good to know. Food. There are actually fish on this map. Where did I see fish? Here. What is this? A puffed? I don't know what this is. Non-aggressive critters that excrete lumps of slime with each breath. Okay. I know slime is dangerous and I haven't done anything with slime yet. Inhaling polluted oxygen would be huge. Tropical Paku. Every organism in the known universe finds a Paku extremely delicious. Okay, so that'd be pretty interesting to start farming. I do see that there's like this fish release, a fish feeder. I wonder if there's anything closer. I mean, that's kind of close. There's some here. I still haven't done anything with the Dreku or Dreco. Yeah, I did see that there's a slime to algae converter. Oh, and that's food for fishes. Interesting. So this is like a self-contained ecosystem then at this point. Critter trap, fish trap, airborne critter trap. So we could potentially use something like this to help catch that. The plumbing, the liquid filter is new. Sieves one liquid out of a mix. Oh, that's interesting. Ventilation, I have just never even touched. Puff's excrement gives you edible mushrooms. That's huge. What was the fried mushroom? 2,400 cals. 2,800 cals. Does give you +1 morale. Yeah, and there's all this refinement stuff I haven't touched. This game is so in-depth, and I've like barely even grazed the surface at this point. Last time, or my last attempt, I did make an apothecary and a triage cot. I had attempted to make a hand sanitizer, but I think I was missing whatever these guys produce was needed for that, I think. Furniture. That's all just stuff to boost morale. Okay. Utilities. I haven't seen utilities at all yet. You'll have to make a fish tank room and fill it with any liquid. Keep in mind that your temperature will affect what type of fishes will be breeding. That's interesting. I'm also assuming there's a way to turn gases into liquids as well. Somewhere down the line, like, you know, I don't know. There are gases when pressurized that turn to liquid, right? Okay, so let's copy this and copy settings. And let's get these all planted. Utilities, what are these? So a space heater, an ice fan. So I would need to produce ice before I could do that. And I would do that with the ice maker, converts water into ice or snow, and thermoregulators. That's cool. Thermosensor. Okay, so you can set it up to where it automatically turns on or off when needed. Wattage sensor. That could be huge. And a critter sensor. Oh, that's interesting. So you can kind of automate some of the processes that are happening here. Also, do I have this set up correctly? I mean, what if I switch this to a Dreco? I don't think I have access to any yet. Don't know how that works. Automation, and then... Okay. Alright, so that's everything we have unlocked that I haven't looked at yet. It looks like our batteries are doing pretty well. This hatchling we can wrangle. Maybe I'll move hatchlings to here. Natural gas generator converts it into polluted water and carbon and, of course, energy. That's interesting. So looking at this geyser, natural gas, 314. I'm not sure what GS stands for at 150C eruption period, 247 seconds every... That can't be right. Every 429S. Active period requires analysis. Average output requires analysis. Decor plus 10. Grams per second. 314 grams per second. That's interesting. Okay. What is this? What, analyze? I'm assuming I can't analyze until I get to it. Also, I have this right here, which I'm assuming is, like, the neutronium is here. Neutronium is here. We have another geyser here, or a high probability of a geyser here, which may be absolutely devastating, or may be really beneficial. I don't know. We have a pip. What do we do with the pip? Each geyser and volcano can have to be analyzed by your research guy in order to see periods of its activity. Okay, that's interesting. And I assume you need to be able to access those locations in order to research. So we've got a pipsqueak. I don't know that clicking remove is a good idea. I don't know if that's going to remove them from the incubator or if it's going to do something else. But I would like to start incubating the other pip egg I have here. Also, we're out of food. Let's get our production going again. Oh, I was hoping he was heading up this way. Well, the good news is I think the food production issue has largely been resolved, although we don't have many food stores. We do have access to a Dreco here. Makes me think that I should bring it over here, but that might also be a mistake. What can we learn about the Dreco? Non-hostile creatures that graze on pincha pepper plants, balm lily, or mealwood plants. Their backsides are covered in thick woolly fibers that only grow in hydrogen climates. So they need to stay in a hydrogen climate. I don't think moving them here is beneficial to us. 150 cycles, space required, crowded when a room is 12 cells, confined when a room is smaller than 12 cells. It does drop meat, and then it converts the pincha pepper plant to phosphorite. Phosphorite, I think, is needed for plastics. Could be wrong on that. But keep in mind, if you dig out buried geyser volcano, it better be dormant or area already prepared for development of the deposit. Yes, that's what I'm concerned about. And I do have digging queued up here, which could just totally devastate my entire colony. But I was curious to see what it was. So Bonds, can you tell me on this? Do I click remove, or does this just happen automatically? I'm not sure how the incubation works. Phosphorite needed for the fertilizer product. That's right. I did start doing this for fertilizer. Actually, it looks like we can do that, so they can start digging that out a little bit further. Yes, click remove. Okay. So we're removed there. And then we can click this, right? Oh, they're already on it. Now what does the pipsqueak say? I don't know. I don't know what the pipsqueak is doing. Yes, remove. What else do you play? I play a wide variety of games, actually. So I'm still working on like what I want to play and what I want to stream. I'll just pause this for now. I play some FPS games. I play a lot of multiplayer games. Lately, I've been really liking Repo. I've also been doing a morning stream. Here, actually, I can do this. Can you hear me? Sorry about that. So yeah, I play a wide variety of games. Lately I've been playing lately I've been playing a bunch of games in the morning, like Mario Maker, Mario Party, Mario Kart. I've really been enjoying Mario Maker 2. It's been years since I've played that game. I play a lot of Repo, has been a fun game I've been playing recently. And then let's see, can I just mute that? What else is I play a lot of The Finals, which is a fun like shooter game, first person shooter. But I'm always looking for like new fun multiplayer games. In terms of like single player games, you know, the thing that drew me to this game was I loved RimWorld. I love games like They Are Billions, Age of Empires 2, Noida, you know, Enter the Gungeon. Do I fancy open world space games? That's something I don't have a lot of experience with, but I've always wanted to play. I know that there are a couple of games in my library that fit that bill, that I just have never gotten into, and it's more of a time constraint than you know, some sort of hesitancy on playing those. Star Citizen is pretty high up on my list. I have a friend who invested real money into like a good Star Citizen setup, and I've always been a little bit jealous of him for that. But I've never tried the game myself. Starfield, I did try playing, but I just wasn't into. It was too bare bones for me. It just didn't feel great. It wasn't really worth the hype. But yeah, I mean, I love getting game recommendations. I love playing with people. So you should definitely join my Discord and make recommendations, or let me know if you're ever trying to play games. Yeah, it's madness. People spend thousands for something virtual that doesn't exist. Yes. Yeah, my buddy definitely did that. But he also bought like a bunch of like peripherals. Like he invested in like a cockpit, you know. So that was pretty significant. What's up, Aether? Star Citizen was too crazy for my computer, had to upgrade it just to play. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. Aether, I saw you hitting me up about playing. You want to play the finals? Is that what you're looking to do? Yeah, I've been playing a bunch of this Oxygen Not Included recently, and it's been a lot of fun. But I feel like I need to take it in smaller increments, as there's a lot to learn. So I'm definitely down to play finals. But you should check this game out, dude. If you're here right now, let me just show you what's going on. So we're paused right now. But so we've got all sorts of farming, we've got power production, we've got like all these different facilities, and I'm just starting to move into automation. And I could see you really liking a game like this. Even though it is single player, it's got like all that fun factory setup that you like in Factorio. Or not Factorio, what was it? I'm drawing a blank on the name right now. I'm gonna have to look it up. Satisfactory, that's what it was. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably gonna just stop the stream for like 5-10 minutes and then come back on playing a different game. Maybe just spend some time playing some first-person shooter and clear my head. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to save this game, and I'll probably be back online in a couple more minutes if anyone wants to stay and hang out. If not, I understand. I appreciate you coming through, and hop on my Discord. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve the streams. If there's anything you want to, see me play, would be great to make some new friends. So appreciate you all being here. Later.